Football's about passion. It's a way of life. It gets you up on the morning. It's magnificent. It's fantastic. What a sport. What a sport. It's a way of life. It's a way of life.
It's that time again, it's Retro Football. One of our subscribers asked me to take a look at an Amiga footy game called Football Goodness. I think that's what you asked for, so I've checked everywhere, mate. I've checked my Amiga games, my collection. I can't find it. I don't know if you meant Football Glory, but you'll have to pull up with this instead. So, the reason I've been giggling here is because of all these screenshots. They are, yeah... Who was that supposed to be there? Oh no, it's John Barnes. This is called England something. Oh, England Championship Special. There you go. And, well, let's see how this plays. I've never played it before. Oh, here we go. Top down. Look at the ball. It's huge. So it's England v Italy here in the championships. They're going crazy with the digitised screenies, aren't they? The digitised stills of these... Oh, it's 1-0 to Italy, of these famous people. Are they famous? Is that a real ref? And was the guy in the studio supposed to be Jimmy Hill? It's not Jimmy Hill, but was it supposed to be him? Lots of questions already. This is... Oh, it's Lineker's on the ball. Look at his player names. Look at that. And Italy have got all the real names. Vialli. Brian Robson on the ball. Gameplay-wise, this is abysmal. I've been playing for like 3 seconds. It's abysmal. It's not good. Not good at all. So this would have been up against the greats like Sensible Soccer, etc. And, like I say, it's abysmal. I can't get anything going here. Right, come on, let's try and score a goal. How many times do I say that in these Retro Football episodes? That was a foul. That was a foul. It's going to be one of those games where there are no fouls given by the looks of things. So, if you're not familiar with the home computer scene in the 80s and the 90s, so the 8-bits, the 16-bits, there's another goal. Italy go 2-0 up. Football games, there were loads of them. Loads of them. I owned the Amiga, and there were loads of football games, and I am going to try and get through a lot of them for this channel. But most of them... And, yeah, I can safely say most of them were terrible. There were a few that were absolutely brilliant. Kickoff 2, Sensible Soccer, Sensible World of Soccer, and I want to say Microprose Soccer was decent. That was one that was really old. I featured that on this series. But the rest were dreadful. Lots and lots of really bad footy games. There was also like a side view footy game which I loved, which I always talk about and I still can't remember the name of, where you press a button on the keyboard and you could toggle this view, but you could also toggle like a Pro Evo type side-on view. I used to spend a lot of time with that game. I think it was called European Championship Soccer, I want to say. But back to this. This is absolutely terrible. So they got the England license. I'll flash up the cover for you, the cover art, so you can see what the box was like. And as you can see on there then, Paul Gascoigne, John Barnes, and 2 other players were on the cover. I'm trying to remember who else was on it. I haven't got it in front of me now. So, yeah, they'd paid money for the England license to use all the real names. Or with that said, you got all the real names for the... other teams as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to focus. I really want to score a goal. Not that it makes a difference. There's no celebrations or anything. Nothing happens. It's just poor. It's just another case of a developer or another example of a publisher getting a license and not doing anything with it. So the only review I could find was at one of my favourite sites when it comes to looking up stuff for the Amiga, and it's called lemonamiga.com. Big shout out to their site. They gave this a review score of a 2 out of 10, or a 2.72 out of 10. And one of the reviews, I'll read a bit of it, I won't read all of it, but there are loads of write-ups on this. Clearly, it wasn't just arcade conversions that tier techs were terrible at. Now, I'm going to try and do this and play. I'm going to try. I got this on the other monitor, so I'm having a good old glance. You know how it works here at Retro Football. Football games always sold regardless of quality. Yes, that's so true. On the 16-bit computers for sure. Hence how many terrible ones there were. Is this me writing this review? When was this review written? 29th of June. By Martin JS UK. This could be me. It's not. My name's not Martin. This glue ball game is spookily similar to US Gold's Italia 1990 game, both on and off the pitch. But this is inferior in almost every way. Sorry, guys. This isn't easy. Gameplay is slow-paced, I'll try that again. Gameplay is slow-paced, simplistic, and rather dull. Ball movement is awful, always being fouled. Weather makes no apparent difference. It just goes on and on and on, guys. I can't read it all because, like I say, I'm trying to play this. And apparently the C64 version, there's a fatal game-breaking bug in that version of this game. So don't play the C64 version. There you go. It's another goal for Italia. Yeah, this is woeful. Absolutely woeful. Now, these Amiga games or these home computer footy games, they're not the most interesting to feature on the channel, I know, guys. But we have to, because they are very influential in the footballing gaming landscape to the games we get today. Because without Sensible Soccer, we wouldn't have gone on and got the likes of the early FIFA games. They would have had some, or taken some inspiration from these old footy games, even though it's not a top-down game. But these were important. These were fundamental in looking back. I mean, this is retro football, so we look at retro games, and I do like to go way back sometimes. I mean, really, we should be trying out more 8-bit soccer games, or football games. And I have... He's just running down the wing with it. Oh, you just can't do anything in this game, though. I have featured a few NES 8-bits, like Konami Hyper Soccer. That's where it all begun for Pez, I assume. Very good footy game for its time. So we're going to try and feature more 8-bit as well. But like I say, I know it's tedious as all hell, guys, watching these old footy games. But it's memories, isn't it? A lot of you might have played this, but some of you, or one of you, might have played this before. I didn't back in the day, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't. Like I said, I would have been playing probably Kickoff 2. A lot of people rave about Sensible Soccer, and rightly so, it's fantastic, but Kickoff 2 was my game. That's what I would spend most of my time with, until, I want to say, the first FIFA arrived. And I was hooked on that, the SNES version, not the Amiga version. The Amiga version of FIFA, the first FIFA game, is absolutely dreadful. And this is dreadful. This is just as poor as it gets. There's no love shown here. This is a cash grab. The publisher is Grand Slam. Now, I'll try that again. I can't get my words out. Grand Slam, the publisher, basically, they always got these big licenses back in the day, licenses, and yeah, they basically used small development teams then that no one had heard of to make these games. And there was a few games, but I'm sure there was a cricket game by Grand Slam. There might not be, I might be talking up my backside, but I'm sure there was. The point I'm trying to make, very long-winded way of me trying to tell you guys, that Grand Slam wasted these licenses, in my opinion. They spent all that money, all that money on these licenses to have all these player names and real kits. Look at all these real kits, guys. And it's just dreadful. Whereas I don't think the likes of Sensible Soccer had any licenses. Sensible Soccer was just quality gameplay. Gameplay-wise, it was quality. It was so good. And you could tell that Sensible Software, the developer, it was a passion project. They poured all their energy, all their heart into that game. And you could tell it showed. It showed on the pitch. This isn't one of those games. This is dreadful. It's actually making me angry. It's so bad. Oh, dearie me. I'm going to play till the time runs out, guys. We're nearly there. 30 seconds left, and we're out of it. I just want to see what the outro's like. Yeah, let's have a look. I say outro, the full-time screens. Oh, it's just going to be this dude again. Wales 1 against Luxembourg 2-0. Look at that. England top of the table somehow. What happens if I continue? It'll be the next match, won't it? Oh, England favourites to win. I wouldn't say that. I can't do anything in this. How do I look at other players? I like how it profiles the players here. I think that's cool. No, I don't want to do that. I want to highlight a player and look at him. I don't want to... Now we've got like 10 players. How do I fill that gap? Oh my god, this is so clunky. There we go. This is how you do it. Right, where is he? Where is... You know who I'm looking for. But will he be in the squad? Let's have a look. I don't think he'll be here. There he is! There he is, a young David Seaman. I think that's the perfect place to fade out this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this weird episode of Retro Football. Let me know if you played this game. Absolute stinker. I'll speak to you all soon.